Oh, there's no place like London. London, there is a place like London. It's called hell. Don't go there. The food is trash. Everything's whack. The people are ugly. Sorry. Anyways, enjoy. Hi.
Listen to you.
We're back at it again.
Wow.
I know. Something feels off.
Something feels super duper off, and I don't know why.
We don't know what it is. And the hope is that we never figure it out, because I don't want to get to any part of like the editing and looking and be like, this is what it was.
We forgot XYZ.
It might be something in like not in our podcasting, but probably something we're forgetting in our personal lives that we said that we wanted to do today. Probably. Anyways, so back on our travels.
So we're going to talk about
London.
And
London.
Woo! You see, one of my favorite musicals of all time is Sweeney Todd.
Yes.
And they have a song in there.
Called London.
There's no place like London. And basically it's the young guy, he's like, oh, we're going to London. I'm so excited. This is a place where dreams come true. And then the other guy's like, you will learn. And he does learn.
He will learn. And did we learn?
Woo!
Yeah. So I was excited to go back to London because, as I mentioned before, this was my second time going to Europe, and in the same year. And this was for the first portion, I spent majority of my time in London. Mm-hmm. But I did like some touristy things here and there, but because we were like kind of hopping around, like we didn't just stay in London proper. We were like going everywhere. I didn't really do everything. So I was excited to try like high tea. That was something that I didn't get a chance to do. And we were going to go to West End because we like going on Broadway. So we had like a list of things. But I was incredibly ill, and you were getting incredibly ill.
Yes.
That we didn't do maybe a good chunk of that.
We did a good chunk of that, actually.
Did we?
Despite being sick.
Really?
Yes.
See, maybe it's because I was in a haze. Because whenever I talk to people about, when I went to London, I was like, I don't think I did much. But then it's like a lot of things come flushing back in. But it really feels like a fever dream. And it probably was a fever dream.
Yeah. Let's start with our train departure.
Yeah. I don't fully remember that departure.
Yeah. We made it into the station.
Did we get there early?
We got there reasonably early. We weren't like in a super rush, but we were like, okay, where are we supposed to go? And then it was just this white room with 20,000 people in there, all just standing around waiting for the train.
Oh, yeah.
And you went up and talked to one of the guys, because we were in Belgium. Yeah, we were in Belgium. You went up and talked to the guy who was rude to you.
Yeah, because I pretty much asked, I was like, oh, hey, this is my first time. Like, I've never taken the Eurostar to London before. Where am I supposed to go? And he looked at me and he was like, because it was like, we had multiple exits.
Yeah.
And I was like, where are we supposed to go? And he was like, when you see the people move, just follow them. Mm-hmm. It's not that difficult. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, I just told you I've never done it before. Also, there's like 5 different exits, and I can see that a lot of people are going to different places and not just London. What do you mean I just follow?
What do you want me to do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I forgot. I completely wiped that from my brain. Like a memory just came flooding back.
Yeah.
Crazy.
So we were waiting. Mm-hmm. No lounges for anybody. Like literally, it felt like we were in purgatory. That's what I imagined purgatory to be.
And then this was the one train we weren't able to get premium for.
Premium, we had to get plus.
Yeah, mainly because the plus was like $400 some.
It was like a ridiculous amount per ticket.
Yeah, ridiculous amount. And I don't know if there was any like, I think maybe there was some premium available, but it was like not a lot.
Yeah, it was ridiculous pricing.
Yeah.
To the point where we were like, we can't justify this.
Yeah.
And yeah, once the people started moving, we followed the people. Mm-hmm. And then we got on the train and we were like, what is this, honey?
That's the same vibe for like every train that we were on. It was like, what is this?
But that one, is that the one where the lady gave us like this much water?
Yes. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we knew going into it, the Europeans just don't drink water,
They don't
right?
drink water.
And so, but I know that there was some like Eurostar trains, they would peep that we're Americans and they would fill it up at least all the way. She gave us like half, and then like an ice cube. So you know it was only like barely any water because the ice
Yeah.
cube moves up the volume. So I finished my half, right? I'm thirsty because it's a 4-hour train. And I'm like, I raised my hand to get some more water. I was like, "Hi, do you mind if you've like give me some more water?" And I was told that they don't give you any more water, and that if you wanted more water, you had to pay like €3
Yeah.
for a bottle of water.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's not worth it.
Yeah. They were doing too much.
Too much.
Give us one tongue dip of water.
Literally.
And you were like, good luck.
Yeah.
Live.
For 4 hours.
Never in America. Never.
No.
Whatever the. I need that bald eagle sound now that we're back. I need that to follow me around.
That's so funny because most Americans don't have patriotism until they leave the country. Because
certain
I hate it. And then it's like, oh my God, free water. The fact that you can go to a restaurant and ask for your cup to be filled as many times as you want for
some places
free.
you don't even gotta ask.
Yeah, that's true. They
Stack
give
it
you a
up.
huge
Full
one.
Ice,
baby.
Please give me ice.
Right.
But yeah, so that train was whoo, and then everybody was yapping on the train, and I was like, I'm not excited for the British accents anymore, because some of them,
I mean, I feel
they don't
like
sound good.
I think you need to figure out what sector of London.
Yeah,
because
some of them sound good. Other ones, I'm like, stop talking.
Because I'm sure they probably look at us and they're like, oh, the Valley Girl accent.
Oh my God,
Oh,
yeah.
And be like the Southern or the Eastern, like Boston accent and all that stuff.
Boston.
So, you know, it's the same thing.
The same thing, but Jesus Christ.
Yes. And so I was pretty excited. I mean, I don't remember much of the train, but when we got there, I'm kind of skipping to when we got to the hotel. I realized the area that we were in was an area that I was at before. Like where our hotel was right next to a park. Mm-hmm. And I was like, oh, I walked through this park before. This is going to be so great. Da, 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 da. Mind you, I'm ill. But it's going to be so great. So we get there.
Yeah, this hotel.
So Chanel called ahead. So like most hotels, you're not able to check in until like the afternoon. Like you have to check out by 11, check in by 3. But some hotels, like if you call ahead, they might be able to get your room prepared early. And so you called ahead like a couple days before, being like, hey, we're going to be getting there around like 1:00. Like to the hotel around 1:00. Is it possible that we can check in early? The person on the phone said, no guarantees, but we can try.
Yeah.
Right? So we were excited for London because Europe also has very tiny rooms, tiny beds. London, this hotel was giving us the opportunity to have 2 queen-size beds. So we finally have...
The American standard way. The American standard way.
Yeah.
Yes.
And so we got there. We had a really, really nice hostess she's from...
Dublin.
Not Dublin.
The other side Ireland.
The other side of Ireland.
Cork?
Like Galway area.
Mm-hmm.
Area. She was great. Really, really liked her. At this point, my shoes were falling apart. I tried to not buy new Converse before I traveled. And then after all the walking we did, my shoes were falling apart at the seams. So we went to go check in. She was like, one of your 2 rooms are ready. So we can send you up to one of your rooms and you could do whatever you want. And then I was like, help me get some shoes. She gave me a location. Cool, whatever. They said to you, or they said to us, I guess, technically, that they would give us a notice when the room was going to be prepared. Because, mind you, I feel like we need to add, this is a 5-star hotel.
5-star.
We're in a 5-star hotel in London. So they said that they were going to, like, take our luggage up and all that stuff. And so they took it all up to one room. And we decided that room was going to be for your mom and your cousin. And so we're like, okay, what we're going to do is you guys can relax, whatever. You're incredibly tired. I'm not feeling too hot. So let's go out. Let's try to find some medicine. Let's get you some shoes, all that jazz.
Yeah.
Or get me some shoes. So we go do our thing. We go get some shoes. I get a new pair of Converse. I have a really nice conversation with some random. Sorry.
Random.
Yeah, I wanted to use another word, but I'm going to keep it to myself. Random white boy.
From, where were they from?
I don't remember.
Edinburgh.
No. That was the other one. Edinburgh was great.
Okay, that's the one
Edinburgh
I was
great. I loved Edinburgh. So there was 2 white men. Edinburgh was really, really nice. Key. Cool, fun. It was at the shoe store. SCUH, I think is how you pronounce it. the shoe store. There might be another H somewhere in there. And then I was talking to another white boy, and this is the one that I was thinking of, who was telling me that he was an actor.
Ah, yeah.
And I was like, oh, my roommate's
gonna
an
be on a
actor.
cruise, yeah.
My roommate's an actor, and he completely was uninterested, trying to like one up you every single time. He's like, oh, but I'm like, I can sing and dance. I'm like, oh yeah, so can my roommate. She can sing, dance, and she also plays the piano. Oh, well, I also play this instrument. And I'm like, yeah,
that's funny. And I'm just over there like waiting.
And I'm like, because I was honestly trying to get you
network.
Like I was trying to build a connection for you.
Network.
And I feel like he was threatened. I was like,
and it's like
maybe he thought I was just making it seem simple when I'm like, no, like you're in classes, like you are in productions, like you do the thing. But I feel like it was one of those things where it's like, oh yeah, I'm like Van Gogh. Yeah, I'm a painter. Oh yeah, my 3-year-old, she loves to paint. I feel like that's what he might have thought it was. But I'm like, I'm trying to be like, you should go and talk to my friend.
Yeah.
Because if
and
you're gonna
sweetheart, I live in LA.
That's what I said. I was like, we live in LA. He's about to be on a cruise in Florida where every 3 months he docks in Florida. Boy, if you want to be in Los Angeles, talk to my friend. I was trying to do him a big one. But anyway, what I really loved about the shoe store is because since it rains a lot in London, they were able to put like a protective layer over my Converse, and I peeped it a little bit. Walking outside here when it's raining, I'm like, my Converse still look kind of nice. And I'm like, why is this not a thing in the States? Right? So that was great. But we walked our way back.
We got what was that called? The Twist-a-Doodle? That ice cream we got.
Twist-a-Doodle?
I don't think that's the name.
Not at all. But what
Twisty Squiggy Pop.
What you need to explain what this is.
So we were walking
to
the shoe store.
Yes.
And we found this little ice cream cart. We looked at the ice cream cart and we said we want this popsicle.
Yeah.
And it was like twisted.
Yeah, it was watermelon flavored.
It was good.
It was. It was right in front of the museum that we said we weren't going to go into.
Yeah, the museum, the British Museum.
British Museum. We were like, been there, done that. But we got 2 of those.
Those were good.
Delicious.
Forgot what they're called.
Me too. But
Squiggy
I want one.
Pop.
We should go find them.
They were good.
They were so good. I wish I had one right now. But we also went to, there was like a tourist store where you could buy a lot of like British snacks and drinks. So we bought some snacks and some drinks. And then we also got some halls because...
Halls. Please sponsor us. Because we survived Europe.
Because of halls.
Because of halls.
We still have a bunch of them. Menthols. The only thing I will request, can you make some sugar, like less sugar-free options? Because I can only have so many before it becomes a like digestive problem. Yeah. I need to be able to pop them as much as I need to.
Yeah. You have to be responsible when it's sugar-free.
Yeah. And you should know, has learned the hard way.
My bowels. I'm having flashbacks.
Yeah. But we made it back. After we did all that, we had our little snack bag. We made it back to the hotel. We went to the front desk. We talked to the shoe lady, the Irish lady, the hostess who helped us, let her know we got the new shoes, all that stuff. Was that time, or had she already left by then?
She might have already left by then.
Okay, so she wasn't there.
It was probably the next day we talked to her.
The next day, okay. But we went in and we went to go check the status of our room.
Yeah.
And they said the room was still not ready. Mind you, it was like 2:00 at this point.
And specifically, Homeboy. I remember Homeboy. The bellboy. Bellhop. Yeah. Whatever you call him. He was like, oh yeah, I'll tell them. Yeah, you're supposed to have your room ready. I'll tell them. Disappears.
Well, no, not even just that. It's you, because he helped us take the luggage up in the first place.
Yep.
It was him being like, you guys got 2 rooms?
Oh my God,
He was so taken. Okay. London, y'all need to work on your racism problem, because what we faced in this hotel was kind of crazy. Because 1, it's a 5-star hotel. We already got a room. You know what I mean? Like, we've already proved we have the money. Why are you asking questions?
Yeah.
Because we went up to him being like, hey, we're checking on our, because we were standing there waiting.
Yes.
That was the issue. We were standing there waiting, and because everybody was like being worked with, like every person had like a guest they were working with. So he saw us standing, like, what do you need? And we're like, we need access to our second room. And then he was like, you guys had a second room?
Yes, we had a second room.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'll tell them, and then we'll give you a call, and we'll have someone
Yeah.
assist with your bags and da 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 da.
Yeah, he specifically said, we'll make sure someone comes to assist you with your bags.
Waiting, we go up there, waiting. Where I'm literally like this.
Chanel's looking at the clock. Like, she is about to pass out. Because the thing is, too, we had plans for the day. Like, if we were able to get in, you were like, I'm going to just sleep for a couple of hours.
Yep.
And after this couple of hours, we'll go out and find something to eat.
Yep.
Have a grand old time in London.
And I'm like, at this point, okay, we wanted to check in early. You couldn't make that happen. That's fine. It's 3 p.m.
Yeah, 3 on the dot, mind you.
It's check-in time.
At 3 on the dot.
It's been check-in time for an hour.
Yeah.
It's time for us to get into our rooms.
3 on the dot, we go back down.
Yeah.
And we're waiting in line, and Chanel's like, hi, I'm here to check on the second room. And I don't think you heard this, but I heard it. There was one woman who was there who had been there when we tried to check in the first time.
Yeah.
And I heard her whisper their room, and then it ended up being our room number. And I didn't realize it was our room number until the lady who was like, oh, yeah, your keys are right here, picked up our keys and handed it over. So to give context, our keys were already prepared. Yes. They were sitting at the desk, and then one of the hostesses was saying that these are the people who are for this room. So that meant that our room was prepared at some point, and we deduced that it was probably prepared around the time we talked to that bellhop.
Yeah.
Because we didn't get a chance to talk to the hostesses at that time.
And so we were waiting up there for about an hour for no reason.
Yeah, when our room was prepared. And at this point, Chanel was done.
I was done.
She was completely done. She was turning around, walking away. But I remembered that they said they were going to take our luggage. So I said, what happened to you coming back to our room and taking our luggage? And you were like, no, it's not. But I was like, that's what their job is. It's their job. True. And that's what they promised. Because I knew you were over it. But I was like, I'm not moving my bags when you could have moved my bags.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You should have moved my bags an hour ago.
Right. And so,
I was so done.
Chanel was so done. So it's the same bellhop we were dealing with. He followed us up. Chanel was giving, you could feel Chanel's energy in the elevator. And this is my favorite part for in life, when you know somebody's mad, but they're not mad at you. So I'm just chilling there.
Come grab our bags, yeah. Come grab our bags, yeah. And I'm over there like, I will kill you in your sleep.
Yeah. If he said any word,
I was going to lose my mind.
Any word, Chanel
if he even looked at me wrong, I was going to lose my mind. And we were sitting in that elevator, silence. He's trying to break the ice. He's like, oh, you guys didn't get an opportunity to sleep? No.
Yep. And you know what the best part was too? I wasn't saying a word.
You didn't say a word.
I was just texting because you weren't mad at me. Nope. You weren't mad at me.
Nope.
And so he walked with us to the room. Like, he was like, is it okay to come in? Because your mom was lying down. Jordan was lying down. He just grabbed the bags,
get our luggage.
Followed us back in, dropped it off. And then he literally was like, I hope you have a good rest. And he just walked away.
I'd said nothing.
Absolutely nothing.
Get out. And then the entire time he's working the whole weekend we're there.
Yep.
Good morning. Get away from me.
Yeah, Chanel was...
I was not having it.
It's comedic gold. I don't know. What does that say about me when I like other people feeling the wrath of other people? Like, that just was... It made me giddy.
And what was the name of this hotel?
Was it Kimpton Fitzroy?
Yeah, Kimpton Fitzroy. Don't stay there.
If you're black, don't stay there.
Don't stay there.
If you're
black,
don't stay
let's
there.
just go over the hotel. Everything that's wrong with this hotel.
Everything that was wrong.
Let me tell you, if you're white, the room accommodations were beautiful. Like the setup of the room and stuff like that. Bunch of room, that's great. If you're white, have fun. If you're black, don't stay there.
We don't recommend it.
Yeah. So first of all, took us a long time to get into our room.
Yeah.
By the time we got into our room, there were like little things. So you were trying to get something done with the TV.
Yeah. So as we mentioned, we watched True Blood throughout the entirety of our trip to Europe. But every so often it was like, I brought my own HDMI cable, whatever. But every so often it was just very difficult to get behind the TV, which is fine. Right? Yeah. I'm assuming they don't think people are going to be bringing their own products from home. Into the TVs. So it's like, it's mounted. Yeah. But I could kind of see where I was supposed to plug in, but I couldn't reach it. Yes. So I contacted the concierge or like the front desk, whatever they're called, being like, hey, I brought an Apple TV. You know, is there like, I thought it was like maybe a USB that was needed. I was like, is there like a cable that I could utilize? And they were like, no. It's like, okay, does the TV take HDMI? They're like, yes, it does. I'm like, do you mind if I get help putting the HDMI cable in then because I want to be able to watch whatever. In the scheme of everything, like there was some hotels where it just didn't work, and I get it because again, they're not expecting people to come, but or come with their own stuff to get plugged into their devices. Cool, fine, whatever. It would have been cool if they said, sorry, it's mounted to the wall. Like the best we can do is we can offer you like Netflix that you can sign into, or we can give you a Netflix password, whatever. And it's like, okay,
Whatever.
but they said, yeah, no problem. Like we'll come and we'll do it for you. And I'm like, solid. So I told you, hey, we'll get this figured out before the end of the day.
Where are you?
They didn't show up.
They didn't show up.
And the thing is, like, we were tired. So I did my best. I think I stayed up about an hour before I passed out. So if I wanted to give them the benefit of the doubt, they probably could have come like after I fell asleep.
But after an hour.
But after an hour, it's kind of like,
That's a lot.
at that point, I'm assuming you're not going to come.
Yeah. So love that.
Yes.
The thing that I still have questions about, I don't know, Kempton Fitzroy, if you're watching this, I would love an explanation. Me getting on the phone. Hello. That's what they said on the other end. I said, hi. So we have a mini fridge, right? And there's a bunch of drinks in there. Can we get some extras for our room? Those mini drinks that
But
whatever.
specifically certain drinks from the mini fridge.
No, you can't have any extras. Excuse me, huh? What? So I can't get any extra drinks delivered to my room. No. Okay, cool.
Hangs up the phone, comes to me and goes, Cindy, they told me we can only get one of every single beverage.
And they'll refill it when they refill it.
Yeah. And I was like, no, Chanel, I'm pretty sure, literally, this is a backing track. So when we first got there, right?
Yes.
Your mom and your cousin's room.
Yes.
The guy who comes and fills up the mini fridge came and said, anything that you want,
Let me know.
Let me know. We'll put it in the mini fridge.
Yeah.
I said, solid, perfect. I forgot to inform your mom and your cousin because he came back.
Yeah.
And he attempted to walk into the room to fill it up with anything that they wanted. And your mom was like, what are you doing? Like, get away from me. And then I was like, oh, Miss Tiffany, that's like my bad. Because I literally did say, yeah, come back and fill it up. He's probably like, this is whiplash. But that was the precedent that was sent where it was like, hey, you get a certain number of drinks in your mini fridge. But if there's anything type of drink that you want, if you see our cart, come and ask and we'll give it to you.
Yeah.
So I assumed that was a precedence, right? And after that, I was like, that makes absolutely no sense.
I was like, she said I cannot get any extras for the mini fridge, cannot get any additional drinks, whatever. And you have to wait. Yeah, they fill it up once a day and you have to wait.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, that doesn't make sense. Because even, let's say, okay, the mini fridge drinks are free. That's okay. Charge me.
Yeah.
Literally say, oh yeah, you can have da da da. It's going to be this much. I don't care. Put it on the room.
Right. And so I was like, that makes absolutely no sense. So
No
I
sense.
proceeded to call later in the day.
Yeah.
Probably different staff. And I was like, hey, so there's certain drinks in the mini fridge that I'd like to get. Is there any way I can get them filled? And literally they said, we can't fill them for you, but what I can do is I can connect you to room service and you can call room service to ask. And so they connected me to room service and I literally go, yeah, so can we get like 2 of these? Can we get 2 of those? Da, 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 da. Chanel's staring at me the entire time. I click the phone and I go, it's gonna be up here in like 20 minutes.
I'm like, what the hell is that?
Yeah.
That doesn't make sense.
None.
And what planet are you denying me some extra drinks?
Yes.
Make me pay for it. I don't care.
Exactly.
But no, you just... So I'm like, what is up? And then not even that, because the nonsense kept going with this hotel. We went to pick up my mom.
Yes.
From the bar.
Yes.
She waited, was it an hour?
Yes.
So she was down there waiting for us.
Yes.
She's like, I'm just going to sit at the bar, see if I can get a drink, whatever. So an hour passes by, we finally make it down there. She's like, I'm still waiting for my drink.
Yep.
And then when the guy came with her drink,
she's trying to be like, hey, so I have to go. Is there any way? Because she wanted the check.
Yeah.
She didn't want to
and
sit
she
and wait.
said when she sat down, hey, I only have X amount of time. I have to go to do this, whatever. So I need my drink quickly. An hour later.
And so when he shows up, she says to him, hey, thank you so much. I'm super excited. Because your mom was like, she was even explaining that she felt bad. Because she was like, I was asking him so many questions. Like he got me a curated drink, blah, blah, blah. And you were just like, well, you can drink it and go.
Yeah.
You just need your check. And so she was pretty much being like, thank you so much, da, da, da. I'm definitely going to drink it. But can you get me the check because I have to go. You see my daughter and her friend.
Do you even want this? Are you going to drink this? What do you say?
Are you going to drink this or not?
Are you going to drink this or not? That was crazy.
Immediately he said,
all of us looked at him like...
And your mom immediately was like, I'm going to drink it. I just need my check. And he immediately, his demeanor changes it. Oh, okay, great. And he went to go get her check.
Insane.
And I looked at you and you looked at me.
We all looked at him like this. And my mom was like, no, it's fine. No. And then we looked at each other like, what the hell is wrong with him?
Yeah.
Because not only did she wait an hour for this nonsense, she's sitting here with her card, the one that you could smack someone in the head and they would die with.
Yeah.
She's holding her card in her hand.
Mind you. And then also, every other person was just staring at us like we were a spectacle.
Oh, my God.
Like, I don't know if you noticed, but I was looking around, and every single time I looked around, somebody's eyes was, like, looking back at mine.
Crazy.
And I'm just like...
What's going on here? Get out. Part 2.
Literally. But, like, it was mainly because they were just confused that we were able to be there. And I feel like that's the part that doesn't click for me. You really don't think black people make money? Like, at all? Like, as a collective. Black people don't make enough money to be in a 5-star hotel.
Not one. Not even for a vacation.
Right?
Huh? They were pissing me off.
Like,
and then continue.
Well, I was just going to say, like, it just doesn't make sense to me because I'm like, even if it's like, we don't got it like that. Even though your mom, like you said, could kill someone with that card. There's no concept of, like, saving enough money to be able to, like...
That's last holiday, like...
Like, or you've heard of the lottery, like, the lottery just passed. You don't look that up. How do you know that I just didn't win the lottery? Like, the whole concept of, like, black people could never have money to be in the same space as these white people is what blows me away.
Annoying. And then every time walking into the hotel, wow, I guess the doorman, you're not going to open the door.
The doorman never opened the door.
You're not going to open. You're standing here. You're not going to open. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Great.
And then immediately after the door closes behind us, a couple of white people come in and they're like, oh,
open the door. Back. Crazy. Mm-hmm. Do better.
Or the time when we actually had someone come and help us with our room. Mind you, we're in our PJs. So I called again the next day to get someone to come in being like, and I literally was like, hey, I called yesterday to have someone come and stop by. Nobody came. I went to sleep. I still need the help. Can somebody come by? And it was just some like awkward white man who came in, who was
I'm in bed like this.
Chanel's in bed like this. I'm in my PJs staring at this man. And he's just like, I don't know. How would you explain his demeanor?
He's very soft-spoken.
He was very soft-spoken.
Very awkward.
I felt like he didn't want to like be there, but at the same time, like, I don't know. It just...
said hi.
Yeah. And so he did it, and he was like, he had to plug it, like, so there was a mirror, like the TV, let's just say the TV's facing this way. There's like a walkway, there's like a little sitting area, and then like there's a big mirror on the other side where Chanel is. So he like plugged in the Apple TV to the TV with the HDMI cord that he was able to finagle in. And then he was looking for a place to plug in the actual TV, and he was like, pulls it all the way across to the mirror, and he's like, well, that should do it. Do you need anything else?
No.
And we're like, we're good. Thanks. He's like, okay, well, my pleasure. Call down if you need anything else. And then he walked away, you know?
Yeah.
And I'm like, I looked at him like, was that awkward?
I'm like, that was awkward.
But let's watch Triple One.
Yeah, turn it on, girl. We were fiending.
We were fiending.
So yeah, that was our experience at the hotel. At that hotel. I would never stay there again.
Oh my God. Eating breakfast there and spending like 80 freaking pounds on mediocre food.
Yeah. Oh my God. I think it's time. Let's talk about the food in London. We have to, because it was, when I say, because I've been seeing so many videos, ha ha hee hee, the food sucks there, the food sucks, hee hee ha ha. It sucks. And the thing that pissed me off, because I was expecting it to suck, so for me to still be upset, that's a problem.
Yeah.
It's the fact that they can cook. They can, you know, like the chicken breast is cooked properly.
Everything is cooked well.
Everything is cooked well. Why didn't you season? Why didn't you season? Why didn't you season?
Yeah. And that's the thing. Like, everything is like that. I'm sorry. Every single time Chanel would take a bite into food, she'd just be like...
I'd be disappointed.
It'd be like, it's good. Like, it's done well. It's just, where's the seasoning?
Where is the seasoning?
Every single time. So one of the things, there was a couple things on the list that we wanted to try before we left.
Yeah.
There was an English breakfast.
Yes.
We wanted to do an English breakfast. We wanted to do Indian food. We wanted to do this Matilda cake.
Oh,
The
brother.
Matilda cake. And then what else did we want to try? Was that it? I think that was about it.
Yeah, I think we
Of
talked
things.
about a Chinese, but like we got over it.
Oh, but didn't we get Chinese food?
That was Chinese food, but not what
What we were going for.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
Not Chinese.
I really still want to do a British Chinese.
I don't.
I still do.
I don't.
Just to say I did it. But anyway, I feel like we could do it here and it would still taste good. You just need to get like Chinese food and then Indian curry. And then put curry
I'm
on top.
terrified of what that curry tastes like.
Yeah. Anyway. So one of the first
But we did kind of have it later on, but we'll talk about that later.
So let's start with I think we had English breakfast first.
Yes.
And so let's talk about that experience. I don't remember the name of the restaurant, but the waiter.
You don't need it. You don't need the restaurant.
The waiter.
The waiter. He has a thing for Nigerians.
He has a thing for Nigerians. And unfortunately, I am Nigerian.
She's a Nigerian. It was so funny though, because he was all like, oh yeah, where you guys from? Where you guys from? Because I know he was like, please be Nigerian.
Literally. And
Please be Nigerian.
And we were both like, oh, we're from like California. And he's like, but like, then he goes,
where are you really from?
Or did he go, where are your parents from?
Yeah.
He said,
I'm
"Where are
like,
your
my
parents-"
parents are from America.
I was
Oh,
like-
okay. You?
My parents are from Nigeria. He's like, I knew it.
I love Nigeria.
There used to be a Nigerian woman who worked here.
I loved her. I loved her down. I loved her.
My favorite type of people are Nigerian. The Nigerian
Always.
woman. And
She kept me in check.
And he was going on and
And
on
on
about
and
his love
on.
for Nigerian woman. And I'm like, this is uncomfortable.
And I'm sitting there like, well, I guess I'm chopped liver. He said, Black American, ew,
No, but
Nigerian.
Chanel's been eating some Nigerian food. She's getting it.
I feel the spirit. The African spirit. Someone give me a drum.
Anyway, he was doing way too much. I was like, the moment that I said I was Nigerian, I don't think I regretted anything as much as I regretted it.
You should have just said you're a Black American. He would have moved on.
Whew. But yeah, he was like chatting us up.
And we're sitting there like, can we order?
I wanted to order so bad, and at this point,
we're sitting outside in the cold, and it's pretty much raining, so we were over it.
Yeah, which I will say, it did rain a little bit, but after that, the weather was much better. But I was sick. So I was trying to get some tea. We were outside, and I was like, we just wanted to get this English breakfast and go. We walked.
Yeah.
We walked there. So after he finished chatting us up, we told him what we wanted. He was like, this is like, we picked pretty good options.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so we brought out our English breakfast, and the English breakfast had like eggs, blood sausage, beans, some tomatoes. We had some hash browns. Was there anything else? Okay. Or I don't even think at this place it was blood sausage. I think it was just regular sausage. Oh, and there was some like bacon or ham.
Oh, yeah.
Right, which is a whole nother thing, right?
A whole nother thing.
So Chanel has this song called Beans on Toast.
Beans on toast. You got beans on toast.
Right. And I'll let you have a couple bars. And so we wanted to like make a video of us eating beans on toast because she has this, beans on toast music. And so I'm recording this video. Chanel takes her toast, dips it into the beans, takes a bite, and immediately is like, no,
No,
I'm over
absolutely
it.
not. And here's the true problem.
Yeah.
British people, please take notes. So they really put their beans on like the highest pedestal, and it just comes from a can.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? In the States, we also eat beans from a can. Mm-hmm. Normally Thanksgiving. Mm-hmm. But the thing is,
Or a cookout.
or cookout, yeah, barbecue. Mm-hmm. Period. But the thing is, we season them. Mm-hmm. First of all, the beans in the can are already seasoned.
Already seasoned. Like you could get away with, if you're trying to be lazy, you can just take it out of the can.
Yes.
Heat it up though.
Heat it up. You have to heat it.
I don't think I've ever really seen someone just eat it straight from the can.
Straight from the can, criminal. You should be arrested.
So heat it up, but like you can
Heat it
get away
up.
with just heating it up and going about your business.
Yes,
But
exactly.
typically you season them.
Yeah, typically you season them. You might add a little sugar too. Add a
Yeah.
little brown sugar. You know what I mean?
Sugar.
Sweetness, whatever. And so they're delicious. And then we'll normally put like sausage in the beans and whatnot. Cool. Mm-hmm. What I had there was literally beans just from the tin in the idea of a tomato.
So I think the reason is though, it's because we have Bush's baked beans. their beans are made by Heinz.
I think Bush's is a Heinz product.
Is it really?
I think so.
Okay, well, we'll cross-check that, but
Cross-check.
theirs is like Heinz, and it's specifically only tomato-based beans.
There's no seasoning.
There's nothing.
And you're
seasoned.
serving that to me in a restaurant.
Yeah.
Because like at home, okay, whatever. But in a restaurant, we are not seasoning. We are not taking beans. Like you should, at a restaurant, you should be making those hoes from scratch. I can't lie. You should be making that hoe from scratch. In a restaurant. Because why am I paying you?
Yeah.
When I could have just brought my little tin of beans for 50 cents.
Yeah.
Or a dollar. Or a pound, excuse me. Let me remember what country I'm in.
Yep. So she didn't like the beans.
Did not like.
So we moved on. The hash browns were decent.
They were decent. I wasn't mad.
The bacon, which is just
That's
ham.
not bacon.
It's ham. That was the thing with Europe. We would keep eating bacon. I'm like, this is just.
And some places, they literally just call it bacon on the menu. So I was very confused. And it was just, it's ham.
Yeah.
And that's not what I want when I want bacon.
The eggs, I don't really remember the eggs. They were.
And then you got a shashuka too.
Oh.
And that was very disappointing.
See, but it was better than the.
It was better, but it still had no seasoning.
But here's the thing though. We did not like the English breakfast. We ate the shashuka.
We used the shashuka to
season,
elevate.
The elevate, yeah.
The English breakfast.
Yes.
But overall, that was horrendous.
The bacon was the only, not bacon, excuse me, the sausage was the only thing.
The sausage was the only thing that was good.
Meat in Europe is good, but that's because most meats, you don't need to really season them.
Depends.
Right?
Depends.
What was there meat that we didn't like?
I didn't like the bacon.
Oh, but I mean like sausages, sorry.
Sausages, I had some sausages I didn't like in
really?
in Europe.
Okay. Well, in London.
In London, I only had it once.
Okay. I feel like the sausages hit most of the time. But regardless, we digress. We did not like it. And then we got up and thankfully you could pay at the table. We got up and left before homeboy could come back. Because I was afraid he was going to talk our ears off.
About Nigeria.
Probably say something
and by the way, he wasn't Nigerian.
we didn't preface that.
He was like Middle Eastern.
Yeah, it was giving fetish.
Yeah.
It was giving straight fetish. Yeah. And I was really, really scared he was going to come back and try to invite us to something.
Whoo! Yeah, we escaped with our lives.
Yes.
So that was the first meal. Disappointing.
Yes.
And then, let's see, what other culinary adventures did we go on? Indian food. Shall we talk about that one? I'm traumatized.
Yeah. So let me add some context. Let me add some prefacing, right? So, like I mentioned, I've been to London before.
Yes.
Right? And so we were on TikTok and trying to find the best Indian food because the national dish of the London, UK is butter chicken. So my assumption would be if your national dish is a butter chicken, you would have pretty decent Indian food.
Yeah.
So we were scrolling through TikTok and it was ranking the top 3 places to eat Indian food in London. One of them was a place that was like $100+ when you would go. And we were just like, we've been having such misses with food that we don't want to spend an exorbitant amount of money and eat bad food.
Yeah.
Right? Cool. We were in agreement. The second place option was a place that I had been to. And I went and I looked at everybody and I'm like, don't waste your time going to eat at this place because the Indian food there is mid. Because I'm comparing it to U.S. food.
America.
Insert
the eagle sound.
The American Indian food or the Indian food we get in America. I was like, I feel like we are better off just going somewhere else. And I would like to say to Miss Tiffany, to Jordan, and to Chanel, I am so sorry. We should have just gone to that place.
Because the place we went to.
We found a place at random. I feel like part of it as well, the reason why it probably also wasn't that the greatest was because it was by public transportation, because it was right where we got off the Eurostar station. But we walked to a place that was like maybe a 20-minute walk. That when I made the reservation, they called me and said, hey, there's another restaurant next door that likes to poach our customers. Make sure you come to us. We're going to have your table ready, blah, blah, blah. And when we pulled up, they recognized me immediately because my photo was on my WhatsApp, and they grabbed us, sat us down.
That should have been red flag number one.
It should have been red flag number one. Red flag number two was that there was a young British boy at the table.
Oh my God. This young, which I don't even know if he was British. He might have been like a Nordic child of some sort, because they were speaking some other language.
Oh, okay.
But he was grubbing down, girl. Eyes. My mom was like, chill out. The boy, his eyes went up and to the sides. He went up into the sides when he was eating. Like, when I tell you, mouth full, mouth open, mouth grubbing.
Yeah.
That child was having the best meal of his entire life.
And then based on that, we got excited.
So we were
funny.
like, okay.
Because he'd be eating, grubbing down.
Okay, but that was a white child. We should have known. That was red flag number 2.
So we're sitting there, right? And we're like trying to figure out what we want to drink. Did we get appetizers outside of the papadums? I think we did. But I can't remember. Samosas, okay. We bought samosas. So we just bought things that we would typically like, right? And they could tell we weren't from there. They're like, we can hear your accents, American, whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. And they were like, you should try papadums. And we're like, what is a papadum? And they're like, it's like a British thing. Like, it's like, what would you say? Like a rice cracker?
Yeah.
I guess.
Some type of flatbread.
But it's like crispy.
It's crispy.
Like, you should get a papadum. We're going to bring it to you, and you can get 4 different dips. Blah, blah, blah. And we're looking at each other being like, I mean, okay, well, that's like what you
want
do.
papadum? Sure.
Might as well. So we took the papadums, and I'm going to tell you what, I think 3 out of the 4 dips that they gave us were just inedible. One of them was just incredibly sweet, or maybe 50% of them. One of them was sweet. One of them was just onions. The eggplant was disgusting. And then one of them was just so spicy that it didn't need to be, like, it didn't taste like anything.
Yeah.
So I'm just tipping the papadum. It's like air in the cracker into the sweet stuff, waiting for our food. We got a butter chicken, a tikka masala, and then we got one other thing.
Sag?
Did we get a sag?
I don't remember.
I don't remember.
Just know whatever we ordered, we did not get. We got some whatever the hell they gave us.
So they set it down on the table and we're eating and we're just like...
And we noticed before, because normally when you go to an Indian restaurant in the great country of America, they'll ask you like, how spicy do you want it?
Yeah,
do you want it
that's
mild, medium, hot?
Because your cousin was just craving
She wanted
food.
something spicy. And at this point, she hasn't eaten in like a week.
Honestly, we should have asked her how much weight she lost on this trip,
because
it had to be somewhere close
and she's
to the
already
double digits.
skinty, so you know she's probably going home a skeleton. She was probably playing on her bones, like damn.
Her mom probably saw her blew a little too hard. She fell over.
She probably went straight to Wingstop the second she went home.
As she should.
And so good times. So we told them, we were like, hey, like, you didn't tell us there was any spice level.
Yeah.
And she wants it spiced. They were like, oh, you want spice? Well, we can create something.
Well, no, they said you should have said something.
Yeah, and we were
the
like,
first thing they were like, you didn't tell us you wanted it spicy. You should have said something. Mind you, we were barely eating. We were barely eating the food.
Yeah.
And so they were like, we can go whip you up something right now. We can go whip you up something right now. Yeah. And they bring a dish. They drop it on, we all try it. We're like, okay.
It's chicken and hot sauce. Yeah. They took some Frank's Hot Indian style. Mm-hmm. No Indian, like literally just straight hot sauce. You feel me? Mm-hmm. And they put it on our table and we were like, okay. Mm-hmm. I guess.
Yeah.
And that was their spicy dish. Mm-hmm. Let's get into this food. Everything was sweet.
Yes.
Everything was not good.
Yes.
Not even the naan.
Also, side tangent. Do you want to get Indian tonight?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah. America! Because we haven't
had Indian food since we have not had Indian food.
No.
Since before we left to Europe.
No.
Since before we left to Europe.
Disappointed.
We were just Because the thing is, we were looking. I'm so sorry for the side tangent. We were looking for Indian food before we left.
Yes.
But we said, oh, let's wait because we don't want to get sick of Indian food.
Before we go, yeah.
Yeah, because it's heavy. Like, you typically have it and you don't want to have it for a while. Blah, 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 blah. So we were just like, let's just wait. Only to eat that disappointment.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Disappointment. What was that, girl? No.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, that whole meal was awful.
Yes.
And then the check came. I didn't get my drink that I ordered. It was a mango lassi.
Oh, yeah. So she ordered a mango lassi.
And I was like, Mom, check the bill to make sure that mango lassi is not on there.
And they charged you for it.
And they charged me for it. And then my mom forgot to check it. And so she paid. And then she was all like, oh, you didn't get your drink, so we're getting your drink to go.
Yeah, no.
Because I paid for it.
I'm pretty sure, did she say something or did I say something? Because I'm pretty sure
One of you two.
I was like, I think I said something. I was like, hey, she ordered a mango lassi.
And never got it.
And we never got it. And we need to go.
And he was like, oh, I'll get it to you to go. I'm like, sure, whatever.
Yeah, they put it in an EOS water bottle.
Hilarious.
So funny.
So funny.
But you enjoyed it.
It was good.
Yeah.
They already had it made.
Yeah.
So I was like, girl.
Oh, yeah. That was the part
Give
that
my
I was
drink.
like, yeah. So the other thing, too, is like after we left, they charged us for the papadums as well.
Yes, the papadums. Each one of those papadums was $1.
Yeah. And they made it seem like they were offering it to us
like for free.
For free as an appetizer.
That would be like a Mexican restaurant charging $1 per chip. Like,
yeah, I know.
Get out my
the
face.
Dips. And so then after we left, I looked at everybody and I was like, you know what? I said to you, I was like, do you remember that list? Mm-hmm. I take back everything that I said because if I knew that this Indian restaurant is a potential baseline, then yeah, I can understand why that place is rated number 2.
Yeah.
Because that one gives mid-American Indian food, but at least it's edible.
It's edible. Because what we had was not edible.
Like, I was like, it was one of those things where I was like, we could have gone and been like, it's whatever.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. I feel like it's the hindsight thing because we said the same thing with Amsterdam. If we had gone, we wouldn't have enjoyed our experience. But if we go now after having the experience that we had at that place, we would appreciate the experience that we had at that Indian restaurant and be like, okay, this is decent. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I had no idea.
Woo.
I had absolutely no idea. And so the rest of the trip, I was like, I am so sorry because we should have gone there. It would have been
edible.
It would have been edible. We would have been like, okay, it is what it is.
It is what it is. Annoying.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, that was too much. And then, didn't they start playing hip-hop music the second we got in there?
Don't even get me started.
But you see, we're wrong for that because we were like...
We were dancing.
Because we were waiting so long for our food.
Yeah. But that's the thing that they be doing in places. As soon as black people come in, I feel like you just peep that the audio be changing. But the jams were jamming.
The jams were jamming.
Yeah.
So, what was our next meal? We had that random Chinese.
So I'm scrolling TikTok. I'm like, Chanel. It's like noodles with a huge
beef bone. Which we have experience with because we had that in Montreal. Yes. And that went off.
Yeah, but that was a pho place.
That was a pho place.
Yes.
But this one was a Chinese place.
Yes.
But it's still soup.
Yes.
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 And so we went there and it was pretty good.
It was pretty good.
It was the best thing we had in London.
It was the best thing we had in London.
Which means it was good.
Yeah. But the thing that was actually exceptional for me is that plum juice.
The plum juice.
The plum juice that I forgot in the hotel on the way.
The plum juice.
Yeah.
We must find that. Because it was so good.
I have a picture of it on my phone still,
yeah, we gotta go.
We can look. But it was like, it's a plum juice, but it looked like you use it to make soup.
Yeah,
like
you can make some type of plum soup out of it.
And it was so
good. So good.
And the beef bone was delicious. Like, it was
beef.
like juicy.
We were
like,
finally some good food.
Yeah.
We were literally losing our minds.
Literally. I wish I could eat there again.
I'm just thinking about the rest of the food in London.
I just want to eat there.
But it's just so funny. Because it's like, that in London is a 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
That anywhere else is just, okay.
Yeah. That plum juice is a 10 out of 10.
That plum
anywhere
juice
you go.
is a 10 out of 10.
I miss that plum juice. We have to find it.
We're going to find it.
But yeah, so we ate there. And that was good. And I was like, this is the thing that gets me about TikTok too. It's just like some of the places that we saw on TikTok were just whatever.
Yeah.
And some of the places actually were good. So you always run the risk of like spending your time, because navigating there was like, we had to go out of our way. We were taking public transit. Like we had to take public transit.
Yeah.
Like get on and off. I almost lost Chanel. Mm-hmm. Was it on the way back that I almost lost you?
That was hilarious.
Yeah. So pretty much we were trying to traverse through public transit and like
You were like, is this the train we're supposed to get on? I think this is the train. Walk, walk, walk on the train. Door shut. I'm not on the train.
No, and it shuts on me. That's the part. So I'm walking, be like, I'm trying to figure out if it's a train, but the doors are open. Because in my mind, I'm thinking like in the US, if the doors are closing and you're in there,
Yeah.
then they'll like open back up. So I walk through. It hits me and pushes me through. So I'm on the other side. I look and Janelle's just going,
Bye-bye.
I'm like, I'm internally freaking out. Mind you, we're adults. Like, we both have phones. I could have hopped off.
Yeah.
Like, I would have been able to meet you. But in my mind, I was like, if I lose her, she's gone forever.
Gone forever. And you got to explain to my mom that you lost me.
I was like, this lady invited me on this trip because of her daughter. And I have to go tell her I lost her daughter. What am I going to do? I'm like, I have to get gone too.
This is all in the span of 1 second. And then we both go,
We're hitting
press
the button.
the open button.
I'm freaking out. Like, please, please, please. And it opens. And Janelle walks through. And I look at her and she looks at me. And we just bust out laughing.
Cackling.
Oh my God. And I've completely like not even realizing that there's a bunch of people who probably are watching me frantically try to get my friend onto this train. Like, and like we sit there. We're just keying.
The next stop.
Yeah.
Somebody, the door's open and somebody runs in and then the door's shut. And we were like, that's how we should have been, girl. We should have.
I didn't know.
Jumped like this on the train.
Because the thing is with the trains is like you have to pay attention. Because like a lot of these trains have like multiple lines that go through them where it's like you're going the same route until it like divots or deviates. And I didn't want it to be an issue where we got on a train and it's like, oh, our stop is the next one, but it accidentally deviated and we're in a completely different part.
And we got played in Paris before, so.
Exactly. So I was like trying to make sure. I just didn't think that I was going to do that. And I was like, okay, well.
That crap was funny.
It was hilarious. But I almost lost Chanel on the way back from the Chinese restaurant.
What else did we eat?
I don't remember. I don't think anything worth noting.
I think after that, we were so depressed.
Yeah.
Because there was nothing good. And that was the one good meal that we had.
Yeah.
Trying to think if we went anywhere else. I wanted to
get the high tea.
Oh yeah, let's talk about this.
The high tea. So
I think that was the last like notable thing that we actually ate.
Again, I will say.
Oh no, we also got Taco Bell. High tea.
Oh, that's right.
Let's do this. High tea.
I want to make a preface. I would like to say we probably didn't pick the nicest places to go to for any of the meals that we had, mainly because we already knew we were going to be disappointed and that we didn't want to spend a lot of money. Yeah. And I know a lot of people are going to hear that and be like, well, what are you expecting? You're not spending a lot of money, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, you have to put it into perspective that when the pound is so much more than $1, you don't really have that much room to kind of finagle. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And especially when you're going and seeing places where it's like, okay, we're at the $2 sign tier.
Yeah.
The next tier is $3 sign. Like we can get away with, we're okay with spending like $35, 35 pounds a person, which is like $40, which is already an exorbitant amount of money. We're not going to be spending 70 pounds a person.
Yes.
Right.
And I'm like, okay, if we were in America, I have more faith in America. So I can do $75 per person for a high tea because I know they're going to deliver.
Yeah.
Out there, I don't trust it. We're staying at a 5-star hotel and they can't even give us our room on time.
Yeah. So we picked a place. I found a place that was like, there was a place that was nicer, but it was going to be 90 pounds. Yeah. And then it was like, the expectation was you would be getting like champagne and like mimosas, which your mom liked, but
yeah, we have a child.
Yeah, we couldn't say that, oh, one person at the table can't drink.
Yeah.
And they would have been like, okay, too bad. You're paying for 90 euros. And I was like, or 90 pounds. And I was like, this could be good, but like, let's not. So I found another place where I was like, you could look at the water. Like it would have been on the water. It could be nice. It could be cute. It can be fun.
Yes.
Right. And so I think it was like 35 pounds, which was a lot, but better than 90 pounds.
Some tea and some little sandwiches and some little pastries.
Exactly.
And you got a reservation.
Yes. For 4 o'clock.
For 4 o'clock. We pull up.
Yeah. It was 4 o'clock because we went to go get the Chinese food that day. And we were like, we don't know if we're going to be, the Chinese food was like 1. And we were like, oh, let's make sure it's late enough that we can eat something. So
we pull up in there.
Yeah.
They sat us quickly.
They did.
We sit down. Oh, what do you guys want? Whatever. We order our tea, vibes.
I got a latte.
You got a latte. Vibes, whatever. Do, 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 do. 30 minutes pass. Excuse me. Where's our stuff? Our food, our pastries? Oh, the kitchen's backed up, so it's gonna be a little bit longer. Let me go check on that for you. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Hey.
We got a new waitress, mind you, in this.
Yes. Hey. It's been another 30 minutes. Where's our food? Well, yeah, the kitchen's really bad. Yeah, they told us that. Okay, well, it's almost there. Let me check. And, let me give you a refill on your drinks for free.
For free. At that point, when they start offering you free stuff, they messed up.
They messed up.
Somebody probably saw us and didn't put our order in.
Yes.
Or they saw us and didn't want to give us our order because, and mind you, this is one of the things where I told Chanel we need to do better. Or not we, but I need to do better. Chanel was ready to go within the first 20 minutes.
I was ready to go.
Yeah. But I was like, the rest of us were like, we want to do this high tea experience. We want to try this high tea. Chanel was like, we've been played already.
We've been played.
We don't need to do this high tea experience.
We're probably getting played again.
Yeah. And she was like, I don't want to deal with this. But I was like, we're already here. What are we going to do for food? Like, we're not going to find, literally, we weren't going to find any better food option. That was the thing.
Yeah.
And I was like, might as well. We're already here. We got the drinks. We're getting a free drink refill. Let's do it. Whatever.
I'm like, okay, whatever.
So we sat there, we waited. And then there was a table that sat next to us where it was an older man and a woman that could have been his daughter. Who they were obviously on a date, all shade intended.
We're at this point we're just watching them.
Yeah, literally. Because I said to Chanel, I was like, if they get the food before us, we need to get up and leave.
And guess what?
They got the food before us.
So
as we're getting ready to get up and leave, the cavalry comes with our plates, and then they come with our new drinks.
Surprise! They came.
And so we sat there, and then of course, as you can expect, the food was mid.
The desserts were mid. There was probably like one thing that was good on there. I don't remember what it was.
I personally liked a lot, but I don't really have like a gauge for me. It is what it is. But yeah. I realized I really like clotted cream. So I like the scones or the scones because I just liked to put clotted cream and jam on it. And I think the one sandwich that I really liked was like a little ham sandwich. They had a cucumber one that was mid. But I liked the little hand sandwich, the clotted cream, and the scones, and then I didn't touch a single dessert.
I tried all of the desserts, and all of them were bad.
Yeah. So they weren't coming to us with the check.
And mind you, we told them, hey, we have a show to get to. Mm-hmm. We need our check.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Once you guys get your food, I'll bring your check. Once you guys get your food. I'm staring at him chat with his friends.
Yeah.
I'm staring at the back of his head.
Yeah.
So at this point, I get up and I walk over there. Can we have the check, please?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, of course. Get me out of this place.
Yeah, Chanel literally went up to them and like stood there as they gave the check.
Holding my card like this.
Uh-huh.
And the guy who was told us he would get us the check disappeared.
Yeah.
Second I walked over there because he knows you're doing too much.
Yeah.
And so I paid for the thing. Why? That bill was crazy. That bill was crazy.
I'm sure they probably charged us more than what.
It was at least $200 plus dollars.
It's supposed to be $35 per person.
Yeah. At least $200 plus. We didn't even need anything. At that point, we were over it. We left.
Yeah. And we were trying to get our Uber to come pick us up. And we were in like just some awkward area that it took the Uber forever to come get us.
Well, we're rolling our eyes at the experience we just had. Talk about
the experience.
And I was like, Mom, next time we just leave. And she's like, next time.
Yeah, we all agreed next time we just leave if somebody gets a bad vibe.
Because it's not worth it.
It's not worth it.
I'd much rather have you be like, what, you're leaving, than you play in my face and I still have to pay you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They get on my nerves. Mm-hmm. So that was horrible. And then the other food.
Taco Bell.
Yeah. Which, let's get into this play experience, because this is a big proponent.
Play first.
Because that's the show we had to get to. Me and Cindy were watching.
Let me say this. The play is one of the main reasons that solidified me in coming on this trip.
Yes.
Because we talked about it. I did get the tickets, but I was like, they're refundable. Like, we'll see how I feel, la. We saw that the play was happening with Nathan Stewart Jarrett, who we loved. We love.
Femme?
From Femme.
Watch that movie.
We've said many times you should watch that movie. Nathan Stewart Jarrett was in it, and I was like, okay, well, I have to be
It's a
there.
sign from
It's
the
a sign.
universe.
It literally was a sign from the universe that I needed to go because Nathan Stewart Jarrett is going to be on West End. And when am I going to ever have the opportunity to see him? And we were like, let's get the DVDs. Let's have him sign our DVDs. And I had a dream that we were waiting outside at West End, and George McKay came out. Because we, like, literally the dream was this, that we saw Nathan Stewart, we had Femme, we handed it to him, he signed it, and he goes, we like told him how much we loved the movie, and he told us to wait back. And then as we waited, everybody left. When he came back out, George McKay was there, and we got to take photos. This was a dream that I had. And I was like, Chanel, this might be a sign. Like, I had this dream. None of that happened.
Yeah, so the play that we saw was called The Importance of Being Earnest.
Yes. Which is a play you knew this play.
Yes, this is a play written by Oscar Wilde in
Yeah.
1890.
Yeah.
Okay? The play is very good. I've read the play. I've never seen the play. I read the play. While I was reading the play, I went, it's a comedy. It's funny. It's funny.
Yeah.
The problem is, when we sat down,
Yeah.
first of all, the second I sat down, I had to pee.
Which was
when the show
hilarious.
started, I was so pissed. 'Cause I had to hold it for an hour because we were smack dab in the middle of the front row of the section.
Yeah.
So I was like, if I get up and go pee, I'm going to be blocking the show for everybody. So I was like, an hour and I had to pee for the beginning.
Yeah.
Anyways, so keep in mind, I'm holding my bladder. So I'm sitting there. And the second the play starts, oh, Ernest, I can't believe you're here. Amazing. Yeah. And I was like, oh, shoot. This is British humor. This is British humor. I don't find this funny. This is over the top and not in a fun way.
We didn't laugh a single time. Oh, wait, no, I did laugh. There was one time I did
One
laugh.
time.
There was one time I laughed.
I did not laugh a single time. And I was like, oh, shoot. And I'm like, I have Cindy here. We came all the way over here. We spent the money.
We should have left. That's like, literally, that is the tagline for London. We should have left.
We should have left.
Because I said, I'm pretty sure I looked at you halfway through and I was like, we can go.
And I was like, yeah, but
We're already halfway through.
we're in the front row in the
People are
middle
gonna realize-
section.
And I was like, who cares? We're never going to see these people again. But whatever, fine.
It was bad. It was real bad. But yeah, I want to see that play again, but I want to see American actors do it.
Yeah.
Because I think American comedy versus British comedy are two different things.
Yeah.
Their comedy felt like it was like just being over the top and like ridiculous. And that was the entire joke.
Yeah.
I found the play to be funny because of like the situations, not the over top performances.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I want to see how American actors would do that.
Yeah.
I feel like it would be a completely different play. That being said, we still love you, Nathan.
We still love you, Nathan. We're sad though because of the policies of like, I guess in general, you read online that we couldn't bring anything from his previous work because he wouldn't sign it because it was from the past. And I think Femme came out in 2023, so it's way in the past. So we didn't get a chance to go wait for him. We didn't get to meet George McKay. And because we stayed till the end, no food was open when we finished.
Oh my God. And so we were looking, there were some like steakhouses
Steak
open.
frites.
Yeah, steak frites. And you said you had it before, and that was the place that you did not like.
And
I
it was
like,
laughable because everything tasted the same. They pour the same sauce onto everything.
Yeah.
And it tastes the exact same.
Yeah. So
And
I was like,
don't waste our time.
and then there was a line. So I was like, no.
Yeah. The last time I was there, I also waited in line.
No. I
I wouldn't be surprised if that was the place that I ended up going to because I told you I was in that general area.
So, no. So we were like, okay, what are we going to eat? What are we going to eat?
And we saw a Taco Bell.
And we're like...
And I looked at Chanel and I said, all I really want is a bean and cheese burrito.
A bean and cheese burrito.
I think at that moment, a bean and cheese burrito would have
popped off.
uplifted my spirits, and I probably would have looked more positively on that experience and been like, you know what? All of this happened, but at least I got my bean and cheese burrito from Taco Bell.
So we walk in there and we're ordering and we're like, Where's the bean and cheese burrito? They don't have refried beans.
They don't do refried
They
beans.
don't do
They
refried
don't.
beans. What crime against humanity do you have to commit to not have an entire country not have refried beans? That's disgusting.
Yeah.
England, get it together.
Yes.
That's wrong. They only have black beans.
Yeah.
No refried beans in sight. Not even pinto beans. You got black beans. So
Did I end up getting anything from there?
yeah, we both got something from there.
Okay. I don't remember.
I don't remember what we got. You might have got a crunch wrap, maybe?
Did I?
Maybe. I remember, the only thing I remember that I got was, I think I got a quesadilla. Mid. And then I got a nacho. The chips were weird.
Yeah.
So I'm like, damn, we got played. But somehow that was number 2 for top meals that we had.
I don't remember it, so I can't confirm.
You see, the fact that you don't remember it is a testament that was number 2.
Or just forgettable.
Exactly, because everything we had besides that and the Chinese place were bad.
Yeah.
Yay. What else happened in England?
We made friends with the little department store guy where we bought our hauls. Do you remember him?
Yeah, he was nice.
Yeah, it was like a nice Indian man who was like explaining to us how we came at about the time that the weather was about to go south.
Yeah.
And so it was very smart because we bought a lot of hauls. It was very smart of us to like stock up. And he was really nice. He was really, really nice.
And you said he peeped that we were changing our accent.
Yeah. So Chanel and I had this thing, and I'm sure you noticed, like, even when we were trying to talk about other people, if they were like British, we put on a British accent.
Yeah.
Is a British accent good? Probably not. But we did that where we walked into the store and we were talking to each other in a British accent.
Yes.
We started with a British accent, and then we spoke to him in an American accent. And then somehow in between, Chanel started speaking back to him in a British accent, and he was confused. He was like, huh?
What is going on?
And I was like, let's just get out of here. We need to leave.
Skedaddle. Oh my god. Yeah, so I think that's the bulk of what we did. We had like one more day where we kind of just like looked at the sites.
Well, not really. We just did
barely.
it to get the TikTok. But one of the days, we pretty much spent majority of the day in bed.
Yeah, that was the first day.
Yeah.
So then while we were doing that, my mom and my cousin were up to
no good.
They were out there they went to an Italian restaurant. They went to Wingstop. They were talking to people. Other people were like, come to my Paris restaurant. I'll give you a free meal.
I mean, that's your mom's energy.
That's my mom.
Like Chanel also, if Chanel smiles, Chanel gets like whatever she wants.
Yeah.
But like when your mom just exists
Yeah.
and she gets whatever she wants. So it's like you have like a toned down version of what your mom has.
Yeah. That's because I don't have the energy to actually engage.
Yeah.
I just go, thank you. And then they're like, oh my God. And I'm like,
It literally, every single, oh my God, this is a side tangent, not related to London at all. We went to a concert yesterday and literally this man is like helping us because Chanel bought parking.
Yeah.
This man is helping us out. And it's just one of those things. I've been around Chanel enough that I just felt the vibe shift. I'm sitting there and I literally mentally thought she probably smiled at him because she's having a conversation with him. The ticket is not loading. And then all of a sudden he's like, it takes some time, blah, 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 blah. And he goes, 3, 2, 1, boom. And I'm like, I said, I know damn well this grown ass man didn't just go 3, 2, 1, boom. And he's like, that works sometimes, it didn't. And he's just like keying. Chanel's laughing and drives away. We drive away and I look at her, I'm like, you smiled at him, didn't you? And she goes, yeah, I did. And I'm like, there's no way in hell that a grown man would do that if you didn't smile at him. Like,
ooh, yeah.
So, but yeah, her smile be getting her places. I be telling her she needs to smile more often when I need things, but she don't be doing it.
I don't be doing it. I can't.
You see, she's not a real friend.
My friend's trying to pimp me out.
Yeah. Let's spread the wealth.
It says spread them lips.
No, I didn't. That's crazy. She's crazy.
Anyways,
Yeah. But I don't think London, I don't really remember anything else of
no,
note
we were
or
just
worthy.
miserable the entire
It
time.
was just a terrible time. The only highlight for me was the shoes.
The shoes,
Getting a new
which was the
Converse.
first thing we did.
And then eating that plum juice.
Yeah, that plum juice.
And the shoes, I think, were the only highlights of the entire trip.
Highlights for me.
And I think we all agreed we're never going to go back.
I'm so sorry. I'm not going back unless you pay for my contract for me to perform on the West End. Besides that,
that's different.
And I'll be in Paris and I'll take the train in every day.
Yeah, that's different. And you can also ask for things at that point on your rider that you could just get.
Yeah.
But like that was my second time, and I can't even say like it wasn't that much better.
It was not that much better. It was not the vibe.
Yeah.
But anyways, after that,
Dublin.
We got on a plane. Should we put the plane in this segment or the next one?
Let's do it on this one because next one is Ireland and Belfast.
Yeah.
So we got a lot to talk about.
What is it called? British Airways?
Yeah.
We need to talk. We really do need to talk because why did we buy business class tickets and we were sitting in economy?
See, so here's the thing though. I have to give British Airways a little bit of credit.
No credit.
No, I do because I flew them back and forth, premium economy for my international whatever. And I told you before my Air France experience, which is business class, flying there was one of the best flight experience that I ever had, specifically flying back with British Airways. So I can't give them too much shit.
I can.
She can, but I can't.
You put us on a plane, had us pay business.
Yeah.
For economy seats.
Yes. And pretty essentially what it was is the only thing business about it was that nobody sat in the middle seat.
Nobody sat in the middle seat.
But it was economy seats.
They were economy seats. That's a scam.
It's a scam.
That's actually a scam.
Yeah. Because it wouldn't have been that much different if we just got like your mom could have gotten an aisle.
Yep.
And then the little girl could have sat between us or vice versa. We could have had a random sit between us.
Yep.
And we would have spent significantly less.
That's crazy.
And had the same experience.
I've never had that happen ever. And I've been on those tiny planes.
Yeah.
If you have economy seats, sell them economy.
I mean, the Air Canada.
Air Canada?
And Air Canada is a perfect example. We flew business Air Canada. I think that's about the same amount of time.
Yeah.
But it wasn't.
That's a good point.
Yeah. You actually get the space.
You actually get your business class seat. Mm-hmm. That's insane.
Yeah. So we did that. I can't remember if this is the one where we had like the shrimp salad, which was like big pieces of shrimp with like Thousand Islands dressing underneath it.
I think so.
Yeah.
That sounds right.
So the food was whatever. Yeah.
But they can make a mean cup of tea.
The tea, yeah.
They can make a mean cup of tea.
I need to learn. The way the British people make tea, the cream and sugar ratios are just there. They know what they're doing. And that's all I can give London is y'all know how to make tea.
That's it.
Yeah.
So if you go to London, go ahead and get you on a liquid diet and just have tea, milk, and sugar.
Yeah.
Pass on everything else.
Mm-hmm. Don't even trust the snacks. That reminds me. I remember we went to go to that snack store and I wanted it, like I got your cousin like Takis that I wanted her to try. Because again, she wasn't eating.
Yeah.
And I was like, let me get her something from her home country that she remembers that she wants to eat. I got her like this mega spicy da-da-da-da. She goes, why does it taste like cucumber?
I tried it. It tastes just like cucumber.
So yeah, you can't even, they can't even do snacks. Like we didn't even really like the snacks that we grabbed from London. So you're not really missing anything.
0 out of 10 for food.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that was that. And now it's time to go to Dublin.
Ireland. Anyways,
bye. Is someone knocking on my door? Hello? Open the door. Open the door. I'm filming a podcast right now. Goodbye.
Hi.
You want to say hi to the podcast?
No, thank you.
Okay, bye.